And as you guys know, the last couple of days I've got to spend with rock star agents throughout, Montana, Idaho, and Colorado, and it's been really good. Just kind of amazing. Also, the certification courses going on for global luxury, really good. And it just kind of got me thinking. I had a couple of conversations with some, yes, JT, shiny sir. I don't know what's the glare or something, but I had a couple of conversations with some newer agents, and they were asking some really good questions, like what is it that makes the top, the best the best? So, in the spirit of global luxury, in the spirit of high end resort markets and top real estate agents, I basically sat down this morning and I came up with a list of things that I was watching like firsthand from great agents throughout the organization. And so I thought I'd just share those with you. It definitely has a luxury slant. So I might be answering the question, what does it take to be a luxury agent? And the first one on my list is knowledge. You got to be knowledgeable. If you don't have the information, you're not going to make it, especially in the luxury market. Here's one thing I know: the people that can afford a luxury home are not dumb. They got there because they are smart, and one of the reasons that they're smart is that they study. They study who the buyers are. They study the areas. They study the trends. They know what's going on in, for example, their primary market, right? If you're working in a resort, so you really need to know. You've got to study. You've got to be the smartest person in the room. And if you don't have the specific answer, it's okay. You've got to be prepared to circle back, but you better know the basics. So make sure that you study all of the pieces of your market, because the bottom line is the buyers and the sellers in the luxury space are looking for an edge, and that edge comes by way of information. The second one on my list is service. And we talk a lot about concierge service, and you should be talking about concierge service too. Because the bottom line is the luxury buyer, the luxury seller, they believe in delegation. They believe in oversight. In fact, they expect it. They expect the very best. These are people who are not cleaning their own home, right? They have somebody else doing that. They have a team. They likely own a business. They understand what it means to run a business, and they are looking for an incredible experience, a truly exceptional experience, right? Truly remarkable service. Those are the things that your team would need to do. So making sure that you are providing the greatest service, whether it be how showings are set up or the condition of your car, like some of these really interesting things, right? I don't know, did you wash your car? Did you vacuum your car? Is your car stocked with pens and pads and snacks and waters? And it's about service. Number 3 on my list was source. If your client needs something, you have to be the source they call. Follow what I'm saying? Like I need tickets to the symphony. They need to call you to say, hey, listen, do you have any connections? If they have people visiting them, or they have a favorite restaurant, or if you're I don't know, like whatever, like painters and all of the different pieces. But here's the thing, and here's a mistake that many agents make, is that they wait. They say that they're the source, and then they wait for the consumer to call them and say, hey, I need some help. And then that's when they pick up the phone to the vendor, for example, or the restaurant or the symphony, and they ask them for a favor. Can't do that, right? That's not how it works. You've got to, sorry about that. You've got to work on those relationships in advance. So let's talk about proactive. All right. Don't wait for questions to be asked. We know exactly what the typical consumer wants, the challenges they're going to have, the things that they're going to be interested in. Examples of that would be, if I'm in, and I'll just use Sun Valley as an example because I know the market well. If I've got somebody in the luxury space, I'm probably going to have information about, the different country clubs or the different, the symphony, or if I've got somebody who's got kids, I'm probably going to have information about, the ski, spuds, or the development team, or that kind of stuff. There are some go-to things that your clients are going to want to know, and if you were proactive in preparing for those, it makes a really, really big difference. Something even as simple as, hey, listen, if you're going to go out showing properties and it's snowy outside, pack some snowshoes. Just throw some snowshoes in the back of the car, and so when somebody goes, gosh, I'd love to walk that property, you're ready, or that you can say, hey, let's go walk the property. But being proactive and ensuring that everything is ready to go, that you've got all of the things that somebody might potentially ask for, shows that you are a professional, and that creates that trust from a luxury buyer. Be a problem solver is my next one. Just because they are a luxury buyer or seller does not mean that they aren't human, right? Like, the bottom line is, residential real estate, for whatever reason, is an emotional game. So you have to be the strength in the storm. That means remaining calm when an inevitable challenge arises. And we all know they're going to come up. How you handle it, and how in that strength and that calm in the storm, will make all the difference. So be a problem solver. Brand. My question to you is, what is your brand? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, your brand is probably not where it needs to be. It's probably not what you think it is. So that's a really big one. It's everything, and I hate to even say it, but I'm going to. Like, the shoes you wear, the clothes you wear, how you comb your hair. I think there's a song about that. How you comb your hair, the condition of your car, the type of car. If you're trying to be in the luxury space, you have to be in the luxury space. Okay. Hopefully that means something to you. And next one is, don't be cheap. Listen, top agents and luxury clients, they are not looking for the cheapest deal, contrary to what everybody, all the discount folks want you to believe, right? Quality, you pay for it. That's just is what it is, right? And as a luxury person, as a top agent, I'm going to stick to that. And as a luxury agent or client, that's what I expect. I expect to pay a fair amount for a great value. So don't be cheap, right? Like, don't do it. There is a reason that Coldwell Banker sells more luxury homes worldwide than any other brand. It's not because we discount our fees. That's not what it's about. It's because we deliver an exceptional experience for luxury clients. So, enough said. Be resourceful. Many of the luxury properties that they get sold, they never hit the market. Part of the reason is because they don't have to sell, but the bottom line is that there are properties that are being traded and they have not hit the market. So being resourceful, knowing who is a potential seller, having contact with other agents in your local market that represent luxury properties, and building some relationships there, it matters. So be resourceful. And then the last one, this is awesome. And I know we have agents in our organization that are just crushing this, but the world is really, really small when it comes to a luxury client. Very small, like really small. And so if you look at it from a percentage standpoint, you have to be the top 1% in order to be in that world. And it's a very small world, because these people, they work with the top 1%. So if you think about that, the number of agents in your feeder market that you should know, and I mean like really know their names, know their spouses' names, know their kids' names, that you should be emailing and connecting and sharing books, and maybe even jumping on a mastermind call together just to share some ideas. Hey, you should even maybe be visiting them. It's a small list of folks. Like, it's not as big as maybe you think it is, but that will make all the difference, because those people that are the 1% in the feeder markets, they are working with the clients that you work with in the top 1% in your markets. All right, guys. So I hope that helps. That is luxury clients and agents and what they do. Hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you guys. Have a great day.